Hello there everybody, this is MahDude back with another Dokkan video. We've got a showcase tour coming on for Trunks. The new Trunks. This is my build for him at 55%. I just gave him some extra defense, gave him some extra additional, and we're just hoping to not die before we hit his standby because... yeah, I've tested this guy at 55%, he is not that interesting, and we're going to be running two of him because the entire World Tour will be done on a double Trunks leader skill. I have not leveled him to Link level 10 because I want this to be a more casual sort of showcase where we don't go crazy with the Link levels. We just play like a regular person would. Then I'm gonna do a video for him at Link level 10 at 55%. And we're just gonna use whatever friend the game gives me. My Vegito Blue is also 55%, so that's neat. Everybody else on the team is pretty self-explanatory for the Gammas. These guys are only here because I do not have future Gohan. If I can get him, then that's amazing, and we're gonna do a tour for him as well. And I'm gonna do some videos for Vegito Blue as well in the red zones. Because why not? I'm getting back into YouTube and I want to do some Dokkan content to really, you know, grease the groove. Because Dokkan content is pretty easy. Not with this team though. I'd like to win, but if I can't get a win with this team easily in every stage, I'll just upload whatever I have. Because Trunks... hey, these videos are supposed to show how good Trunks is. And if he just loses 2 to 3 times, then, hey, that's a good showcase of what the unit does. We're gonna start with the GAMMAS fight, because in my opinion, it's the easiest fight that I'd still consider among the difficult fights in the game. I mean, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, as well as the Cell Max fight, are decent fights for showcases. And this is a very easy place to start. I've already easily no item just to test the team. So we're just going to go in, let's do our best, have some fun, show off the unit, and this is already bad. The only rotation that I truly hate for this team is if the Blues and Vegeta and Trunks are in the same exact fucking rotation. Ugh, because both of these guys really want to be in slot 1, and Vegeta and Trunks must be in slot 1 a lot of the time. Not this early though. We're just gonna keep Vegito Blue with Trunks because he does not work with Vegeta and Trunks that well, since Vegeta and Trunks stop being able to get out of slot 1 around at the same time that Trunks needs to go in slot 1 with his Sword of Hope. You can put him in slot 2, sure, but he loses a lot of his benefit. And if we ignore the guard for 1 turn, is the damage reduction for 1 turn, or is the guard for 1 turn? Whichever one we ignore, Trunks is actually not that much better in his second form. Oh, that's a good dodge. Trunks is actually not that much better in his second form in slot 2 than he is in his first form. Surprisingly enough. He becomes a slot 1 unit. He's there for 1 turn. You're supposed to use the Sword of Hope on the second appearance of his transformed state. It's a pretty interesting character. I mean, he's basically just super class cooler, but better. I've heard Truth talk about how his damage reduction should be 50% and permanent, similar to the GT duo, and I feel like that would be a good way to fix this guy. Other than that, if he's stacked on 12 key, I'd have no issue with him. His defense is pretty damn good, but he can get easily caught if you're not being careful, and in the current Dismal Future stages, he's just not powerful enough unless you get good luck. Especially if you look at the Goku Black stage. Sheesh, yeah, he's not that good turn 1. And even turn 3, he can struggle if you're not getting lucky. And we're already kind of in a pickle here. I mean, Gamma 2 wouldn't do crazy damage to Trunks from normals, but a super attack will kill us here. I mean, these guys are going to take far more damage from normals, but they can dodge a super. Let's just hope we don't die here. I'd rather not have to do 2 attempts against the fucking Gammas, man. Okay, he didn't super attack. This was not beneficial. We were better off putting Trunks in that slot if we knew Gamma 2 wasn't super attacking. But hey, I don't know what this game's gonna do to me anytime. this game just decides to do the worst things depending on what I do. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, let's check Trunks out. We got another 6 million. Also, for being an offensive unit that's supposed to just do damage, he doesn't have any crit or super effective against all types in his kit at all. None. It's so weird. He's probably not that good of a unit to have a 55% because he will often not tank normals because he's 55%. And he will often die to supers because he's 55%. But that applies to any unit. But for him specifically, he's a damage unit with no crit or super effective against all types. So you really want the full crit build. Like, this is the unit you want to put a full crit build on. Which is very weird to me that they never gave him any in his kit. Okay, what do we do here? Trunks wants to build up. Trunks would die to a Gamma 1 super attack if we don't give him any stacks. But at the same time, I don't really want to bother with that. The Gammas are a long enough fight that this is not insane. This is not run-ending. But if we got this exact rotation in a different fight, like maybe Omega, which is not on global, but, you know, Sin, we would be dead here, because Trunks would not get the opportunity to stack, which would not let him tank in the further phases. I'm talking about Tech Trunks, by the way. And if I float him off, if I float Trunks off, he won't be able to build up. If I float the Blues off, they're very good, and we want them on rotation. And the next rotation having double Trunks would be annoying. To be fair, we can get the Sword of Hope next turn. Honestly, I feel like I'll just play it like this. If we transform Vegito Blue, that's going to be awesome. And this is not that hard of a fight, anyway. Also, we would have died. But I was, you know, hoping that the super attack wasn't there. But honestly, I wish I put Tech Trunks in that slot, because that's just further proof that this game will do anything it can to fuck with you. It's absolutely insane. I never get good luck during my runs. And honestly, I did spend about 900 stones to get Vegito Blue, which was pretty bad for a free-to-play player. But we also got Trunks on tickets. I wish I recorded that. Alright, so we have the Father-Son Gallic gun, which we are not going to do. We are fine here. They might take a little bit of damage, but I think we're good here. Trunks is gonna go crazy though, let's be honest. Instant super attack, just like the one slot that could really take damage. But honestly, I don't care. This guarantees Vegito Blue, right? Yeah, this does guarantee Vegito Blue, which is very, very good. Trunks, though, I feel like he doesn't really have space on his team when he transforms, because Vegeta and Trunks are a great slot 1 unit. Vegito Blue is a great slot 1 unit. Future Gohan is the only unit that really synergizes with Trunks, because Trunks becomes a slot 1 unit about at the same time that Future Gohan becomes a slot 2 unit. But that's also not true, because if they are synced on the same turn, then Future Gohan will have his full damage reduction with his active skill, and you really want to put him in slot 1 at that point, at the same time that Trunks gets the Sword of Hope. And you could do the Sword of Hope later, but then you don't get his active skill. The future team honestly just doesn't have any like fights where it can really spread its wings. It's so annoying. Also, we're not fighting against an extreme class enemy, so the Zamasu and Gowasu actually don't get their key, which I completely forgot about. But yeah, we get to transform, yay! You know what I'm gonna do here? I'm going to float Trunks off. Am I gonna use the Sword of Hope? No, I am not, because I have a plan. You guys might already guess what the plan is. I'll just pop this active skill right here. I don't really care. We're not gonna use it against the Gammas, because I want to leave some room for Trunks. I mean, I could have just not popped it, ever, I suppose. But these guys are gonna kill anyway. And we wanted Tech Vegito Blue in slot 1 to build up. This team is very, very powerful, but at the same time, I don't know why you'd run Trunks. Like, say you're running double Future Gohan, would you even put Trunks on the team? I haven't really looked at the best setup. I haven't looked at what units we have available. Off the top of my head, I can't really think about it, but there might be a world where you just don't put Trunks on your team. How much benefit does he really give you in exchange to the fact that he's a vulnerable unit? You'd use him as a floater, that's for sure. You'd probably run him on rotation once and then float him once. But at the same time, his active skill is guaranteed. Okay, so we do this. Let's see what we can do here. We will not pop the father-son Gallic gun, actually. We will just do this. Oh, but why wouldn't you pop the father-son Gallic gun? Because with it, Sword of Hope Trunks would absolutely guaranteed, no buts, double-digit tank these guys' super attacks. I want to see how we do without it, but that also does a lot of damage. And I don't think it kills us, honestly. Do we even get to see the Sword of Hope? Like, the active skill, do we? Oh my god. My Vegeta and Trunks are 55%, by the way, but yeesh. This is the GAMMAS stage. They have class advantage. I really don't like these guys, by the way. Like, they are good tanks, but at the same time, they don't tank as well as I'd like them to, and we are just dead here, right? Are we just dead here? We got one super attack? Holy hell, I mean, I would have popped the father-son Gallic gun if I knew they were such frauds. See you guys on the flip side. I'll get back to this point. And we are back. Let's get into it. We've got ourselves the standby. Woohoo! But we can't benefit from the slot 1 abilities of this guy because would we? Actually, let me check this out. We got 2 stacks with Vegeta and Trunks, and we will pop their active skill because now I know they're frauds. I'm just playing, but still. 600k, I mean, yeah, we are totally fine, but this guy has 50% damage reduction, and these guys do not. And this guy stacks and gets 30% defense with a lot more super attacks than them. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Also, with double Trunks, we will see a little bit of a problem with this guy because we cannot actually stand by with both of them. So honestly, a good, like, 1-2 rotation, a rotation that would only work for 1 turn, but still, would be just the 2 Trunkses, with one of them in standby and one of them not in standby. Like, what's surviving that? Look at this. We're getting decent luck. Oh my god, is that a crit on mine? Nope, that's the friend. This is not a 55% Trunks showcase, huh? Hey, look. We're just showcasing the team. We're just showcasing, saying if you have Trunks at 55%, you can get yourself a rainbow friend. This isn't rainbow, but still, it's like 89%. It's basically rainbow. He also did not get supered. It's difficult to get good footage for units. This is just kind of play testing, okay? This can't really be called a showcase as much as it's just play testing, but, Zamasu, are you gonna be fine against these? Woo! I was not doing a 3rd run. That would just be where the showcase fucking ends. Also, do these guys live? Do the Gammas live whatever the fuck is happening here? What's Trunks' defense? 341. Would I do an oopsie if I just didn't give him full supers? Okay. Let's speed up through this entire process, you know? Because these Vegetos are gonna have us here for a while, so see you guys after the speed up. Alright, we're back! They're almost dead! I really should have held back with Trunks. Ugh. I mean, hey, Trunks performed well. He did a ton of damage. He didn't get us killed. And his team is amazing. His team is entirely carrying him. Good video. I'm done. See you guys. Check out the end cards. They might have some other new videos. If not, they might recommend you to some silly little things YouTube wants you to see from my channel. I'm back. I'm gonna be doing more videos. See you guys soon.